Hey everyone, Dr. David Miller here, naturopathic doctor focused on diet and nutrition as a means to overall health resilience. So this week I wanted to talk about something that was sort of inspired by what I've been seeing in clinic recently, because you might feel the same if you're in a country like Canada where we have a really technologically advanced medical system that seems to be coming up short in its treatment of chronic disease and its understanding of health, wellness, and health promotion. So basically, this is for anyone who feels like they're falling through the cracks a little bit. The medical system evolved at a different time, and we had different needs. Now we have a more complex lives. We have more chronic disease. Now we're having more degenerative diseases and autoimmune diseases that we didn't probably live long enough often or live in a situation that produced these diseases in the past. So medical doctors are doing probably the best they can given the tools that they have at their disposal. So they have a medical system that is, really skilled in treating acute and emergent diseases, but less skilled, if you're just completely honest, when it comes to the treatment of chronic disease, autoimmune disease, and health promotion as a means to deal with that, as a part of a comprehensive treatment. By no means does it mean that you can't do one thing and the other, but in terms of a comprehensive approach, it comes up short in some respects. Just like it comes up short only doing naturopathy. I'd be pretty screwed if I went to, a naturopath after getting in a car accident, right? So we need different tools for different jobs. Truth is, doctors have had about somewhere between 2 and 70 hours of nutrition in medical school. This is straight from the literature. So can you imagine having only 2 hours of nutrition in your medical training? I mean, to me, that seems absurd, given especially that we know the vast majority of the diseases that people are suffering from today are directly related to lifestyle and diet. That's not up for debate. That's what the science says, and that's the way it is. Whether we want to accept that or not, take on that responsibility, is a totally different thing. So it does leave us with a problem when, gastroenterologists are telling my patients that diet is not a part of getting well from Crohn's. I've seen 2 patients in the last month whose gastroenterologists, so very intelligent, very specialized doctors, are saying that diet is not really a treatment for a disease of the digestive tract. Does that make any sense to you? I hope it doesn't. If the treatment is going to be drugs, where do the drugs go? That's right, they go in the mouth, and then that leads to what? The digestive system. So even the drugs, they're using the digestive system as a method of delivery. So it doesn't make sense to say basically in this day and age, or in any day and age probably, that diet has nothing to do with Crohn's and colitis. It does. And you need someone who knows how to work with clinical nutrition and dietetics. So there's another side to the problem. If we're not willing to do anything, the drugs are going to be around. As long as we're passengers in our own health, there's always going to be a market for medicines of diseases that are the result of poor lifestyle choices. This is ripe pickings for medicines to be around for chronic diseases. It's not surprising. There's no conspiracy. They're there for good reason, because a lot of us are not willing to pull up our socks and do what we have to do. We got to start with ourselves and start with what we already know and start now. One thing I like to do when I see people is say, what sort of lifestyle habits are you doing right now that you should change? Start there. If you know that you shouldn't be eating a bag of chips at night, as one lifestyle change, just do it. Do it now. Imperfect action is always going to be more important than perfect planning with no action. Right? So there's no perfect thing to do, but just start with something. Do something easy and do it now. It's not going to hurt you. Own up, take responsibility for the things we can control rather than complain about what we can't. And then if it gets beyond that and you're doing lots of good basic habits and dietary strategies, lifestyle habits, and you need a strategy that that is a little bit more, in depth, individualized for your particular situation, or you have a difficult case like autoimmune disease or a degenerative condition, then definitely you need to get in touch with the naturopathic doctor. And they're a critical part of an evolved and comprehensive healthcare team. They're not the only thing, but really, we got to get to the point where we realize that everyone is bringing something important to the table. There's some easy stuff you can do. If you want a habit tracker, something to be accountable to, go check out my website, and right at the top bar of the website, you'll see there's an option there to download a habit tracker and start there. Start really easy. It's just got 5 things in it and super simple. So till next time, nourish, move, relax.